Welcome back to the EHAF Movement channel.
Back.
Those
of you who are still with us,
Thank you. Yeah, we see your comments.
we're sorry.
Your recommendations too, and
We're sorry we've been out for so long.
yeah, we do apologize. We haven't been active, but it's because we've been active outside of the camera,
Behind the camera,
behind
yeah.
the cameras,
Yes, sir.
putting in the work in the organization, trying to get some activities. We're getting ready for this. We were getting ready for this upcoming year, and we're already putting everything into work. We have the 429 cage here. That's where we at. You know.
You're at 429 cage.
Yeah,
Those are open for you.
exactly. So whenever you want to come visit us, you can always show up. We're here in Houston, Texas, in Traders Village, correct? And it's a wonderful place. It's a fun place. And if you're interested in checking us out live in person, you could always drop by every weekend from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So there's a lot of things that have been going on, but we're just getting ready. You know, the World Cup is almost here. Next year, it's just knocking on the door.
Which is a big reason why we started doing this.
Correct.
We wanted to connect with fans all over the world.
Yes, sir.
Now that the World Cup is coming to our backyard,
Yeah, todo el
how
mundo.
exciting is that? But we want to connect with everybody out there. So.
Yes. So we're super excited for that, and we have a lot of things coming out, and now we're gonna be even more active here on the YouTube channel, and keep on leaving your recommendations, your comments, your likes. We see them, and we are really grateful. I still be streaming too here and then, and we're
Check it out, man.
You can, if you're interested on what the organization does, you could always visit us at www.ehabmovement.org or check out the links down below as well. Alrighty. So today we're gonna be reacting to another recommendation, a video, another Ultras video. Yeah. Shout out to every single one of y'all.
Oh, those are always good.
Yeah, really good. So we're gonna be reacting on why Ultras are so important, right? Because we were not really knowledgeable into it. I knew a little bit.
I didn't know anything at all.
Yeah, and then we saw a couple videos, we reacted to a couple videos, and now we know a little bit, and we're learning more. Even by the comments, we're learning more, you know, from different Ultra fans from different countries. And one of them say, hey, why you don't react to why Ultras are so important for football? Because I think every fan and Ultras themselves are important to the sport, you know. And every single one of us are fans. I mean, I'm a big fan, you know.
1000%.
Correct. And that's why we also have the EHAB soccer, you know, because we're big fans. They want to share what we know or the knowledge that we know about football to the kids, you know. And, well, let's get ready for the video.
We see Ultras all around the world.
Bosnia. India, bro. India go Ultras.
They're clearly the
Morocco.
beating heart of many football clubs.
Youngsters, man.
Yeah,
Also a
bro.
source of controversy. So we decided to break it down once and for all. What is an Ultra?
That's what we're going to find out.
And what do they do? We've all grown used to scenes like this out of Italy and Germany. Scenes from this.
You see, so that's what was most used to is because when I was little, I would be like, whoa, man, those are hardcore fans, you know, the Borussia Dortmund, you know, the PSG, the Italian. It's more the Italian clubs, you know, the Inter, the Milan fans, when they would bring the big banners and all that, and I really didn't understand it.
This in the MLS.
Oh yeah, they do that,
Glory of
Timbers.
the Balkans, and all too often see them portrayed as criminals for moments like this.
That's the part that we still like. That's crazy.
But what are Ultras and what do they do?
Ultras.
Originally used by the Gazzetta dello Sport to describe a group of supporters in the 1960s,
Ooh,
Ultras
okay.
or
Way
Ultras
back.
are one of the most broadly defined subcultures in the world. However, the term was only appropriated by an actual fan group in 1969 in Sampdoria's Ultras Tito Cucciarone and Torino's Ultras Granata. Since then,
Look at
fans
this.
have reappropriated the name, but given the global reach of the game, the term is far from clearly defined. Italians interpreted foreign styles of spectacle and made their own, something between the South American Barras and Brazilian Torcidas and the British Hooligans. Thus, Ultras
British
were
Hooligans.
established, born to represent the distinct cultures and traditions from which they originated. Taking inspiration from the time of city-states, in which autonomous cities would defend their identity and their interests against others, Ultras value the defense of their territory, which is a feeling that has its roots in the historical age.
Is that
They are
passion?
most fanatic supporters of a team, represented as sort of 12 men.
Contributing to what's happening on the field, there's like no feeling like it.
An Ultra is constantly committed to the club, setting up for match days and
Yeah.
social events during the week, attending training sessions and youth games, and showing up hours ahead of match day for any last-minute preparations.
Oh, they're hardcore, bro.
Wow.
They're hard. They're putting a lot of
Look
work.
at that support.
Commitment to the group.
We played in Bremen and there were 20,000 30,000 people come to that game, and 60,000 from St. Pauline.
And the opportunity to show off your pride in another territory.
Unbelievable, man.
This comes in the form of choreography.
That's what I'm telling you. Look at that. Imagine being a player seeing all that.
You gotta be built different, man.
Look at that. Rituals are usually reserved for anniversaries.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
The fan groups themselves, derbies, rivalry games.
Ooh, rivalries.
Finally, big cup matches. Ultras have always been characterized by their rebellious nature. Unlike the British, who support largely rides on reacting to what's happening on the pitch, Ultras make their own show beyond the result.
Yes,
that's what I was. A month before.
The club doesn't finance it at all.
They put on their own show. That's what I was gonna say, man.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the times, being young and seeing all this, you would think, man, they don't even care about the game anymore. At this point. Are they even watching the action all in the field? Man, they got their own thing going on the stands, man.
And it shows the passion and the love and the loyalty and the pride that they have for the club. That, you know, the club itself, because that's one of the things I actually thought myself, that the soccer club gave out those banners, you know, gave out the flags, gave out those, you know, the colors and all that. But no, you know, like they said right now, they come from their own resources, their own pockets, you know. And
I've always wondered, now that you mentioned that banners and flags, have you guys been a part of that? Have you guys ever been a part of that where you have to be under
under that
banners? What is that like?
Yes.
I've always wondered.
Yes.
We don't have that over here.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
At least not to that extent.
Yeah.
But how is that? If
Feeling,
you can comment, man. If anybody has ever been a part of that and been under the banners or the flags, excuse my ignorance. I just want to know, what is it like under that? Or can you see anything? You know,
that or also, like, are you aware that that's gonna happen? You know?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I don't know where you're like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah,
you know?
maybe you're just caught, you know, in the whole action.
So yeah, let us know down below, man. We're really interested on this ultra.
Flares, megaphones, smoke
Oh yeah, the
bombs,
megaphones.
The opportunity to freely express a collective idea and a unity.
You see, that's another thing that I like, bro. The art and the creativity. I love that, bro.
Somebody has to be making some calls, man. And look at this.
Yeah, because I don't think
that's a sight.
You think that's printed out, or you think that's hand?
That's a whole different question.
Right? That's Hey, let us know down below if you know that these are professional print out or that's handmade color.
As you can tell, guys, we are amazed by these banners.
We don't see this in the U.S. We saw a couple comments that said, like, yeah, y'all not used to it in the U.S. We're not, you know. No. We're you make fun of us, but it's true. We're used to.
In a lot of ways, this characterizes the ultras, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not the same.
No, not the same. Yeah.
All contribute to this atmosphere. Whenever possible, ultras will march through a city in a corteo.
I've seen that.
Whenever possible.
Rivalry and friendship are the most confusing and turbulent parts of ultras culture. Of course, there are derbies between two teams of the same city or town, but the motivation behind friendships and distances between these relationships can be truly remarkable. Despite being rivals, Genoa and Sampdoria both have a friendship with Boca Juniors for their connection of immigrants established in the club.
That's crazy.
Zvezda's Delier, Olympiacos Gate 7, and Spartak Moscow's Fratry.
Wow, that's interesting, huh?
Being the dominant team from three Orthodox nations. Just as ultras took inspiration from political protest, the actions of ultra groups have been influenced by political ideologies.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
To anti-fascists. For example, Celtic's Green Brigade, who forged international links and friendships with other anti-fascist ultra groups across Europe on political grounds, as can be seen.
So it gets deep, bro.
German side St. Pauli. While on the contrary, Lazio's Irriducibili consider Livorno and Atalanta among their biggest rivals due to their political stance. Lazio's ultras consider themselves to be far right, while Livorno and Atalanta fans are left-wing. In recent the culture has become a focal point for the movement against the commercialization of sports and football in particular. Big TV contracts have left stadiums empty, ticket prices are on the rise, players seem to live in a different reality, where loyalty is lost, and the chance of signing for a higher wage bill wins over the chance of acquiring legendary status amongst a group of fans. And to ultras, football at the highest level.
What you think about that, bro?
It's upsetting, man.
Yeah. It's I've seen when the commentators or those shows that happen after soccer games, in Champions League, and I've seen that a lot of them say that that's what's killing the sport. The sport makes it big because of the fans. The supporters.
Sanitized product, built more for those in the main stand and commercial suites than for the most devoted fans behind the goal. Simultaneously, authorities continue to innovate new forms of repression against fans.
Yeah, same. Requires ID, a club card. That's a lot, bro. Your palm print, bro, to go into a field.
Standing room and away travel have had little to no impact of instances on stadium violence. Today, maneuvering the minefield of stadium laws has become a nightmare. These laws have been introduced under the guise of reducing instances of violence at football, but have largely had the adverse effect of killing the atmosphere at many grounds. The fringe elements of these groups, who seek out physical confrontation, continue to operate, as security forces hopelessly seek to curb it through football-specific legislation. This has left fans feeling criminalized, suspicious that states and
chainsaw.
Whoa, Paul.
That boy,
that was a whole chainsaw, man.
The breadth of Ultras culture around the world is a testament to this beautiful game.
Yeah.
At times, this passion can escalate into violence, but this is not an Ultras problem, but a societal one. An Ultras group's existence revolves around intense, coordinated support for their team, through vibrant displays during matches, making noise on the terraces, and highlighting, publicizing, and furthering issues affecting their local territory, and in solidarity with other supported communities. In Egypt, the Ultras of Al Ahly and Zamalek have largely been credited for their pivotal role in the uprising of the Egyptian revolution. These are just a small number of the incredible initiatives regularly organized by nearly every Ultras group in the world. Like all groups, Ultras are hard to stereotype and even harder to define. But one thing is for sure, they are not all criminals, and when it comes to football, they remind us of a pure game. Yeah. One in which you go out and support your team regardless
the clubs, man. Eating it all up.
Turning friends into family and being proud
Look at
of where you come from.
That's nice. That was nice how they did that, huh?
Yo, good insight, man.
Hey,
go. Shout out to the narrator of this.
All right. So, any comments, man?
I mean,
What you think about the video, brother?
It was nice. I like the depth it gave us and perspective of.
It gave us more knowledge about the Ultras. I think I'm understanding even more. What I learned in today's video is more of the politics.
Yeah, it's just deeper than what it seems.
It's just way deeper than what we thought. But for me, I just love the passion that the Ultras bring. I love the passion that any fan of any club brings. I don't care what club, rival club, but
now I'm itching to be a part of it somehow, man. Somewhere. I don't even care about the club, man. Invite us to your party, bro.
He wants to be in an environment with everybody, you know.
Yes, sir,
and I think that Ultras are important. I think a fan for any sport are important, and you know, hopefully that these ticket prices and all these rules and
inflated
all that,
prices.
all these inflated prices,
We can
all
only
these
hope,
rules,
man. We can only hope.
Don't kill the Ultras
vibe.
or the vibes, you know, and especially because we have this World Cup coming through, you know, and we want to see that energy, you know, that passion. Because for me, y'all probably saw different crowds, and comment down below what event you attended that you were like memorized and couldn't believe it. But for me, just seeing on TV the 2010 World Cup in Africa, that was for me, like, I saw every, fan there giving it all. And after that, I haven't seen that passion in the World Cup. And hopefully here in the U.S., we bring that passion, because here in the U.S., we have a little bit of everything.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything in the U.S. Any country in Europe, we have it here. And that's what I think that hopefully
hope for.
This is one of the biggest World Cups. We don't get to
historic one.
Yeah,
we're hoping for that, man.
Hoping, and we don't get to host the World Cup, and we don't even know when it's gonna happen next in our lifetime, right?
Guys, hey man, we hope we bring you guys a show and you guys enjoy it and love it.
Yes,
if you don't take it out on us.
No, it's not our fault.
We just happen to live here.
Yeah. But yeah, man, shout out to every single one of y'all. Thank you for leaving down below a comment on what to react, our recommendation. Yeah, and it's really good to be back. And thank you for those who have been subscribing. Man, we have had subscribers in the last month, and we haven't even posted nothing. But shout out to every single one of y'all. Keep on liking, commenting. We see every comment, subscribing, man. And we see y'all soon. Remember, everyone has absolute purpose. Even you, man. Take care.
Did I put record?
Nah.
Shut